Okay, decided to do another one. Yay! So the next year, my sophomore year, at the end of the year in June, I find out mom's gonna have a baby. I'm gonna have another brother or sister, which was like, what? I didn't, the brain doesn't work. You just like, oh yeah, that can happen. I hadn't had the talk with my mom. Yeah, I'm a sophomore in high school and I still haven't had the talk with my mom. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I think I heard most of that story from my friends. There was no danger of me being in any way affected. Okay, I did like boys, but not that much. Had a couple of heartaches, like, oh, I like him. His locker's right next to my locker. Ooh, he walked past me and smiled, the goofy stuff. There was one boy, he was a football player, broke my heart. That's okay, I hate you. No, I don't. I don't hate him. There's always one, right? Okay, whatever. God bless him. He just, it's the stupid stuff in high school that everything is large. It's like it's so there. It's like, it's not just a fence. It's the Great Wall of China. Everything's so much bigger and so much more important. And that doesn't change. I see kids now, they're the same way. Everything's like the end of the world. And I remember that. So I don't get mad at them. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, it is the end of the world. As you have that figured out, it's the end of the world. All right. So I find out that I'm going to be a new sister. And he came in August of that year. And that was marvelous. And for the first couple weeks, sounds weird, but mom put the bassinet in my room because she had to sleep, and he was waking up a lot at night. And until he slept all the way through, he was in my room because guess it was the little mama again, which was kind of cool. I didn't mind. I mean, I'm needed. Hello, I'm needed. Whatever. And then eventually, I think it lasted a couple of months, and then he started sleeping through the night, and then they put him in with the boys. The boys had the really big bedroom. Mine was just an average size. But yeah, that was cool. But what happened after that is that my stepfather changed. And you don't know how much somebody doesn't care about you when you watch him care for somebody else. And look, it's his son. I get it. He fussed over him so much, and it made all of us go, well, we've been living with him for a year and a half, and he's never done any of that for us, and we thought we were cool with the dude, And it was like the world stopped for him when his son was born, which was great for my brother. My brother got plenty of attention, but the downside is we started feeling like, the proverbial redheaded stepbrothers. We started feeling like we were like, and that was not my brother's doing. My brother was amazing, but it was my stepfather, and I get it. He did the best he could. Whatever. Future coming attractions of my stepfather, things come to him that maybe he was due. Not everything worked out, and he was pretty mean to me specifically because I looked exactly like my dad at the time. And I started to kind of have this bitter thing I talked about in the other. But then came the thing. They want me to change my last name and let this person adopt me. And my mom's reason was, we only want one name on the mailbox. My name wasn't around. The Melville name was never on the mailbox. It was always that other last name. I'm not going to say it on here. And she forced my brothers to change their last name. I guess that was something she wanted to do and make my stepdad feel great. And, all my brothers had the same last name, which was really nice. But keep in mind, I know my father was like, But he was an only child, and that was it. That was wiped out, that lineage, that name. I was the only one, and I had just about had enough of my mom's strictness and my stepfather's military BS. And it was a time in our nation where the generation gap, and we're gonna stick up. Like I was pre-hippie a few years prior, and all of a sudden I'm kind of like, nope, I ain't playing this game. I'm gonna revolt. And I did revolt, and guess what? I got my butt beat a lot because my mouth went and my behavior, and I pushed and I nudged, and the bitterness came out. It just came out everywhere. And every time it did, I got beat up. Beat. Like I got bruises on my head still. All right. In a way, people say, oh, you asked for it. Well, I was a snot, but I didn't ask for that. Hello. I don't know what I asked for. I just wasn't changing my last name. So I refused. And there was such a wedge that between me and my mom after that, it was like I was judging her. And it was this big, I always say goats on the side of a mountain. Bam, bam. And guess what happened? I'm not telling. No, seriously, I'll tell this in a video I'll do tomorrow because it's kind of long. But that Christmas, I got sent to live with my dad after my mom read my journal, my diary. One of my high school teachers, Mr. Chisdees, suggested that I write a journal. Not a good idea if you don't hide it, guys. Hide it. I do. I have 30 years worth of journals. Anyway, but they're hidden. And if the world blows up, all these preppers, the first thing I'm taking is my journals. To hell with your light bulbs and your batteries. My journals are not replaceable, okay? So I didn't change my last name, and I basically got kicked out. It was Christmas time, and my mom's forcing me, one more time, go out, you're out. Couldn't call my brothers, nothing. We'll talk more about that. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, remember all the schisms? I'm telling you what. I might have been like, what's that movie, Sybil? No, no, seriously, she had all those, I just had all these cuts in me. And now I had gotten used to it. I was friends with the cheerleaders, and they sent me to live in North Jersey with my dad in Lodi. More on that tomorrow, because I can't take another emotional spin tonight. Woo! I'm being real happy, but guys, you've seen some of my touching stuff, and I'm okay. I managed it. I don't know how. If you have people in your family or your neighbors' kids or distant relatives that are going through stuff, love on them little girls. Just love them. They may not listen to you. They may not care. But they'll follow the love. And also a couple chocolate chip cookies. Over and out. Good night and God bless.